Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Yvette with Yvette's Junk Journal Shop, and in today's video I'm going to share with you a recent haul and gifting that I was given. So my husband surprised me with a trip to Hobby Lobby, and I picked out a few items there. So I live at the Oregon coast, and we had a Joann's that was about 45 minutes away from my home, and it closed. So the real only place I have for buying craft supplies would be like Walmart or something like that. So very limited on what we can get. And so we went a little bit inland and did a trip and just had a fun time together, and he surprised me by taking me to Hobby Lobby. So I have some things here that I got there, and then I have some other items that were gifted to me. So this is one of the items I was gifted. My friend went to a yard sale, and she saw this die cut set, and then it has the stamp that goes with it, so she got that for me. And then she also picked up some of these little baking cups. They came in a box like this, and she found them at one of the supply stores. We have a restaurant supply store here, and she saw those and thought that I could use those to create something. So I will be doing future tutorials on what I come up with on those. I have a couple ideas for that. I'm putting them back in the box here, but I took them out just to show you. So I've got two different sizes. I have a 3-inch and a 3.5-inch. So I will be using those in an upcoming tutorial at some point. She also gifted me with some fabric that she picked up, and I thought those were really cute little patterns, kind of a outdoor animal theme. And then this one, of course, boho. So we've got that. And then this was another thing she gifted me, which was a little 6x6 paper pack. So I'm going to figure out something to do with that. This over here, I'm going to get this out of the way before I spill it. I got this cute little cup at Hobby Lobby. It's bees and wildflowers, as you can see. And for those of you who know my channel, you know that my grandson, I call him Bee. So I do collect bee-themed items in his honor, I guess. And then I got this glue stick at Hobby Lobby for my grandson so that he could have that to work in a journal. He has a journal. He's 4, and he has a journal that Dawn, my friend at Scrapbook Sage, made for him. So he needed some things for that. So you'll see some other items in here for him. Then my friend also gifted me these little guest checks, and they're a littler size than I've seen otherwise. So there was a 10-pack that she got me. So I'll be gifting some of those to another friend who does junk journaling. And then she got me these that are the standard size. And they're just single. They're not coated or lined or have a carbon or anything like that, a carbon copy. This is something I got from Hobby Lobby. I've been wanting to get a gel pen set for a while. I have some, and they're running low, so with the doodling I like to do, I got some more of those, and they were on sale for 30% off, so I picked that up. This is a book that another friend of mine gifted me, and she came across it somewhere in her house and thought that I could use it in my junk journaling. So really pretty images in here. So I will be using these in some of my upcoming creations. So be watching for that. But it's a really beautiful book. Just lots of flowers and borders and writing and trim pieces. So that'll be fun to work with those pages. Country Flowers of a Victorian Lady. I have not seen that book before. So I did pick up these 3 at Hobby Lobby because I have an idea for a grungy journal that I'd like to make kind of a mixed media cover for. So I picked those up, and then my friend gifted me this whole pack of other paint. So I think I'm going to have to come up with something to paint. I don't normally paint, but not in that fashion. Then this is something I got. It's a shadow box, 7 by 7. I got this for my mom because she does beadwork and she makes like little beaded seascapes and things like that. And she's working on a project for her friend. So they're actually, it's kind of cool. What they did was they put together a focal piece and they traded it with each other. And then each of them is going to make something out of that piece with beadwork around it or with it. And then they're going to re-gift it back to the person. So that's kind of cool. And then she's making some kind of wall hanging. So that will be on there. I'll try to get a picture of what she makes complete and share it with you guys because she does really beautiful work. This is something I got at Hobby Lobby. It's a little trim pack, just multi-ribbons in there. And I thought that'd be fun to kind of pick from and play with. So I picked that up. Then they had at Hobby Lobby 50% off of their embellishments, bead embellishments. Or, you know, this is like a pin, but I thought these would be really good to use on journals that I have planned. So that's what those will be for. And then I had got these little cowboy themes. I thought they're so cute. And it'll go with some of the paper that I got. And then I got these little charms, and I'll be making something out of those as well. I'm not sure what. I just picked up a couple things there. And then I found these decorative tacks, and I've been looking for these, and if you find these in the craft section, like the paper crafting section, they're really expensive, so I didn't pick some up. But then I went over to the fabric section, and they had these here, and they're literally like a quarter of the price. So I went ahead and picked these up. I have the big button kind. This is like a little flower, and then I have this one that's like a copper. It looks like hammered bronze or copper. So that was cool. And then I picked up these stickers for my grandson to put in his journal. So again, he's 4 years old, so these are perfect for him. He loves excavators and things like that. And then I got these cute little farm animal. They're die cut stickers, and they come with multiple in the pack. So they're farm animals, and he does know his animals, but he likes, you know, I thought that's something he could put in his book. And then I got this mushroom stencil. I thought it was really cute, and that's something he can use, and then also I can use. And then my daughter, again with the mushrooms, I guess. We live in Oregon at the coast, so you know, she likes to do these diamond paintings for relaxation, and so I got her this cute little mushroom one. Thought she would like that. And then I did pick up some paper pads. So I got this Willow Bend, and I love the colors in this. I thought they were really pretty. And the cover stuck to the other cover. I took the, you know, those little sticker things on the side they put so the pages don't come apart. And this one's really sticky. I don't know why. But you get, these are just one-sided. And I have some ideas for a journal and also for an ephemera holder. So you get 3 pages of each of these, which I think is great. Normally, the paper pads I've come across, you know, at Walmart, they're not very good quality, and they only have 2 pages, so I can't always do what I want to do with them. And I don't use paper pads all the time in my creations, but I do use them, so that's kind of a little bit of a splurge item for me. And since my husband was gifting me with a trip to Hobby Lobby, I thought I'd pick them up. And then this is the haberdashery, and I love this because it's got the craft paper cardstock, and I could go many different directions with this. So I will be using these in like a grungy kind of journal coming up, was my plan. And again, there's 3 pages of each, so that might even work with an ephemera holder that I have planned. And then my friend brought me these, and some of these are double-sided. She picked these up at a yard sale, and she thought I would like these, so they'll be used as I create ephemera or journals for my shop. Some of them are single-sided, but that doesn't matter. I work with those. And then, of course, she got me this because it has the bees on it. So she got those for me. And this would be great for like a boho journal, and this one as well. And then she also got me these paper pads or paper packs, and I don't even know what's really in them. I don't know if they're all the same. As you can see, that's what she paid there, I guess. I don't know, but she's my friend that initially gave me 4 paper pads that were partially used, and she said, hey, I have these left over. I know you're really creative, so you can come up with something to make with this. And I was not a paper crafter, and that's kind of how I went down the road. I made first a composition book, altered composition book, and then I found junk journaling, and that's kind of where my love is right now. So that's what I make. Oh yeah, these are all different. I thought they were all the same, but oh, these are great. They're backgrounds. So sometimes, you know how a paper pad will come with just one pattern. I think it's great that these are not that way. So she wasn't sure. She just picked it up for me. And then this one, we have a thing down here. So we have this pretty floral, and they are shiny too. That's cool. Metallic-y. So I could see these in a botanical journal, and they are double-sided, I'm seeing. So yeah, I haven't opened these up until just now, obviously, but really cool. So be watching my channel because I'm going to be using some of these things to create some ideas that I've got going. And then this comes with this nice piece of chipboard, so I'm going to keep that. I'll use that for a journal cover or something like that. And then I have this paper pack. So I'm excited to share this with you. I've been on a no-buy spree for a while. Actually, this whole year, I committed to only buying things that I needed. And so that's basically glue. I did do a trade with some friends and got some coffee dyed paper that I traded for items that I made. But for the most part, I've bought glue, and I bought a new pair of scissors, and I've bought some ink. So things that I needed, but I have refrained from purchasing or going to, oh, that's really cute, kind of wildlife on there. Maybe I'll use that with the other fabric I got. So yeah, I've been keeping that down and my spending down and using what I have, shopping my shop or shopping my craft room. So yeah, this will be a lot of fun, and I think my grandson will love the things I got him, and my daughter the things I got her. So thank you so much for joining me on this little haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned to my channel for all the things coming up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.